What are the pros and cons of using tweezing or one of the epilator gadgets as a form of treating unwanted facial hair? Well, epilation is the process of removing the entire hair from within the skin. So those systems that actually, if you think of the hair follicle with the hair shaft coming out, those that pull the hair out, and typically from the root, those are epilation approaches, and tweezing is the classic epilation approach. The benefit of tweezing is that you can be very specific, and those individual, hard to find, isolated hairs that need to be gotten can be reached by the tweezer and removed. And consequently, where there's that individual pesky hair around, tweezing is a great way of going. The more hair there is, the more time-consuming that process is, and the more it becomes a downside because of the time consumption. The discomfort associated with tweezing obviously is another factor that is a downside for tweezing. It can be quite substantial, the amount of time that it takes to stay ahead of the problem with tweezing. And then there's the problem of ingrown hairs. If you think of the hair that's pulled out of the shaft and now a new hair begins to grow within that follicle, that hair may have a challenge coming back out of the shaft, and if so, it can curl around within the hair follicle and become irritated and inflamed as ingrown hairs do. Similar kinds of issues are involved when you're looking at the epilator gadgets that are mechanical, that automatically grab what's ever there and pull those out. The same kind of considerations with regard to the discomfort, with regard to the ingrown hair. Those are some of the same downsides that are involved with both the tweezing and the epilator gadget. Finally, one of the things that you should be aware of is that the act of removing the hair tells the skin, oh, we need to turn on production for more hair. And thus, the act of tweezing or of using the epilator gadgets are that a greater proportion of hairs are now in the anagen phase or the growth phase, and thus problematic. So keeping that in mind, the balance of the specificity that can be involved with tweezing, which can be very helpful, but some of the other problems that can be frustrating with the tweezing or other forms of epilation. I'm Dr. Wilkinson, and I hope that the answers that I have been giving in this video have been useful for you. This video is actually one of 20 videos that I shot dealing with the problem of unwanted facial hair. I've dealt deeply with that issue in the development of a completely different approach to unwanted facial hair called reductase 5. But in order to deal effectively with the problem, having answers is very useful. If those 19 other videos are something that would be useful for you, I'd be happy to share them with you. 10 of the videos are the 10 most frequently asked questions about unwanted facial hair. Another 10 are what should be the most frequently asked questions about unwanted facial hair. If you'll go to www.trionel.com/free, you can sign up and I'd be happy to send those to you. Thanks a lot.